The four Loka parables of the Soul King's great idol fathers. The four Loka parables of the Soul King's great idol fathers. So what's the purpose of all of these here parables that I'm telling to you right now? It is essentially the absolute sharpening and, or I want to say, or you could say, the icing on the cake to the completing of my epistemology, the one that I'm going to use to step out into the public and just put the right idea into people's minds. This is just the icing on the cake. This is the sharpening of it. This is the complete sharpening of it right here. These here 18 Loka parables. You follow what I'm saying? And right now I am telling you about the four Loka parables of the Soul King's great idol fathers. It's 18 Loka parables in total. 18 Loka parables in total. For this video, I'm going to tell you 8 of them so I can get ready to move on to the next subject and finally get ready to move on to the next part of the game. Or the next part of the objective, the mission. What is the objective? The mission. Global Child Manumission. Moving along. So, before I tell you the great idol fathers, I want to tell you this first. So, as I said, it's going to be 18 Loka parables in total. 18 Loka parables in total. What is a Loka? A Loka is a Sanskrit word meaning place, planet, or plane. Place, planet, or plane. Remember, all of these here Loka parables, all 18 of these Loka parables are in one Loka. They are all in one Loka. How can you see it this way? You can see it as it's 18 places on one planet. Or you can see it as one plane, but 18 planets. You follow what I'm saying? Or it can be 18 planes, yet all encompassing and or the makeup of one place. Kind of like how we have an infinite amount of dimensional planes that all make up this one reality in which we are in. This one place of a reality. You follow what I'm saying? It can be multitudes of multitudes, but one thing that they are all inside of. Like once again, you can have 18 specific places on one planet that can be labeled and described in details, or you can have multiple dimensional planes inside of one place. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's all just 18 different things inside of one thing, or on one thing, or a part of one thing. That's what this parable is for. So, here's the details. You got the 9 Loka parables of the Soul King's Idol Guard Foundation. The 9 Loka parables of the Soul King's Idol Guard Foundation. And the 9 Loka parables of the Soul King's Idol Guard Foundation consist of the following details. The Logical Soul Tribe family, Loka 1. Loka 1 is for the Prakriti Loka, and it consists of idol grounds, the 9 chakra system. All of the Lokas will essentially have the 9 chakra system grounds. The idol guardians, the perfect love infantry 9, idol invaders, the negative belief system pillars, the 9 negative belief system pillars, and idol sequence, the 9 foul principality sins. Loka 2, which is of the Rastala Loka. Loka 1 was the Patala Loka. What is Patala Loka? Patala is the lower root chakra Loka. All of these Lokas that I'm telling you about also are branched off of. All of these Loka parables are also branched off of the actual 14 Lokas. There are 14 Lokas in total. There are 7 higher Lokas and 7 lower Lokas. The 7 lower Lokas are of Patala, Rastala, Mahatala, Talatala. Their names are kind of weird, but they have significant meanings, each one of them. Sutala, Vitala, and Atala. Those are the 7 lower Lokas. You follow what I'm saying? And then for the 7 higher Lokas, you have Bur, B-H-U-R. You have Bur, B-H-U-R. Bavar, B-H-U-V-A-R. Mahar being the 11th one. Jana being the 12th one. Tapa being the 13th one. And Satya, the one that I'm trying to get you all to by any moral means necessary, being the 14th one. Now, what are these idols? What are these lokas connected to? They are connected to each of the chakras, meaning it represents 7 lower chakras and 7 higher chakras. Have you ever heard of the 7 levels of hell or the 7 levels of heaven? You ever heard of those? That's what this is. That's what this is. It's just different names for it, but it's talking about the same thing. 7 levels of hell or 7 levels of heaven. So the 7 levels of hell will be incorporated into the 9 foundational, or the 9 Loka parables of the Soul King's Idol Guard Foundation. And once again, the Loka 2, the Exodus Soul Tribe Family Loka for the Rastala Loka. Idol Grounds, once again, the 9 chakra system. Idol Guardians, the 9 fragrant principality virtues. Idol Invaders, the 9 foul principality sins. And Idol Sequence, the 9 enemy regulation forces. Yes, I even have the ending to each battle or labeled and described. You follow what I'm saying? Moving along. Loka 3, the Super Soul Tribe Family Loka, which is the Mahatala Loka, the lower solar plexus Loka. Idol Grounds, once again, the 9 chakra system. Idol Guardians, the 9 divine visual forces. Idol Invaders, the 9 enemy regulation forces. Idol Sequence, the 9 ethnical chakra system. Loka 4, the Cosmic Soul Tribe Family Loka, which is consistent of the Tala Loka, which is the lower heart chakra Loka, the hell version of the heart chakra. You follow me? It is consisting of Idol Grounds, the 9 chakra system, the 9-dimensional base and or sword form parable. Idol Invaders, the 9 ethnical chakra system, or the 9 artificial ethnical chakra system. Idol Sequence, the 9 artificial ethnical chakra system is essentially the lower chakras. Because let's never forget, spiritual powers cannot be imbalanced. That is a lie. It is a lie to be told and or to teach anyone that spiritual powers, in which are just love energy, perfectly balanced just love energy, can be imbalanced. That is impossible. Moving along. Idol Invaders, the 9 artificial ethnical chakra system, and Idol Sequence, the 9-dimensional base and or sword form. Loka 5, which is of the Sutala Loka, which is the lower throat chakra Loka. The Free Soul Tribe Family Loka. Idol Grounds, the 9 artificial ethnical chakra system, or just the 9 ethnical chakra system now. No more just 9 chakra system. It's called the 9 ethnical chakra system. Call things for what they are. Idol Guardians, Idyll, Idyll, meaning an extremely happy, peaceful, or picturesque scene or episode. Epistemology. So my foundation of knowledge is as an episode of details, so to speak. You follow me? Idol Invaders, the 9-dimensional base and or sword form. Idol Sequence, the 9-dimensional base and or sword form, enlightenment. You follow me? Loka 6, the established Soul Tribe Family Loka, which consists of Vittalala Loka, which is the lower third eye chakra Loka. Its Idol Grounds, consisting of the 9 ethnical chakra system once again. Idol Guardians, the 9 solfeggio healing frequencies. Idol Invaders, the 9-dimensional base and or sword form, enlightened, past tense. Idol Sequent, the 9-dimensional base and or sword form, Nirvana, the transcendent state. Loka 7, the Nirvanic Soul Tribe Family Loka. Attalala Loka, or Attala Loka, will be the Loka representer of this here parable, or this part of the parable. Attala is the lower crown chakra Loka. Its Idol Grounds will be consisting of the 9 ethnical chakra system. Idol Guardians, the 10-dimensional Kabbalah chakra system. That's what will be the guardian in Loka 7. Idol Invaders, the 9-dimensional base and or sword form transcended state, past tense. And Idol Sequent, the 10-dimensional base and or sword form paranirvana. We just upgraded from the 9-dimensional to the 10-dimensional due to this one here. Loka 7 bumped us up to a 10-dimensional. Now Loka 8, here is where we step into the earthly Lokas, the earthly plane Lokas, or the earthly realm Lokas. There are lower Lokas, which are 7 in total. There are at 8 and 9, you have the earthly plane Lokas right on the surface. And then you have the last ones, which are the heavenly plane Lokas, which I'm going to get to in a moment. But Loka 7 is the last of the lower Lokas right there. And then Loka 8, the Paranirvanic Soul Tribe Family Loka. The Paranirvanic Soul Tribe Family Loka, the 8th one is based off of Bur. Bur is the higher root chakra Loka, but it's also the first earthly plane Loka that they talk about in the information, in the Sanskrit information. You follow what I'm saying? Idle grounds, consisting of the 10 chakra system now. Idle guardians, the 114 chakra systems hierarchies. Idle invaders, the 10-dimensional base and/or soar form paradisiacal transcended state. Past tense now, once again, because you just upgraded from there. Idle sequent, the infinite dimensional base and/or soar form Maha Paranirvana. That's the outcome of that battle right there. The infinite dimensional base and/or soar form. That's what you get at the highest root chakra right there. And then Loka 9, the last one for the first part. It's going to be 3 parts in total. There's going to be the 9 Loka parables of the Soul King's Idol Guard Foundation. There's going to be the 4 Loka parables, or there's going to be the, okay, it's going to be more than 3. It's going to be 4. I'm getting to the next one in a second. It's going to be the 9 Loka parables of the Soul King's Idol Guard Foundation, the 1 Loka parable of the Soul King's Idol Actual Self. Then you have the 4 Loka parables of what I just talked about, the one that I'm getting ready to get to in a moment, of the great idol fathers. And then lastly, you have the 4 outer Lokas, the 4 outer Lokas of the Soul King's great idol leadership. That'll be the last one there. And then once I finish explaining this to you, my epistemology will be sharp enough to make the cut. I'm just going to step out into the world, step out into your churches, step out into all of your, wherever I can go, there people reside where I can put a word into your mind and cause the soul tribe's mission to take over it thereof. Moving along. So, Loka 9, the Mahaparinirvanic soul tribe family Loka. Loka 9 will be the Bhavar Loka, Bhuvar, and that is the higher sacral chakra Loka right there. Its idle grounds, the infinite chakra system, idle guardians, the 20 life plan blueprint projects. Idle invaders, the infinite dimensional base and/or soar form great paradisiacal transcended state. Idle sequence, home arrival and/or destination arrival. And that there ends the lower and the earthly plane Lokas right there. And now, the one that I just covered 2 videos ago. I missed the detail, by the way, too, the solar plexus chakra, when I talked about the details for the 9 divine visual forces. I missed the detail. I meant to tell you how the solar plexus chakra harbors the divine dimensional vision. The solar plexus chakra harbors the divine dimensional vision. Its enemy regulation force invader will be the provoke and or elicitation, and its outcome will be the solar plexus chakra ethnic. I meant to tell you that in 2 videos ago. Moving along. So now the next one, the 1 Loka parable of the Soul King's idol actual self. It consists of Loka 10, the I, self Loka. I, self, E-Y-E, self, translation, every youth, every body, soul eternally living free Loka. That's what self stands for me personally. Soul eternally living free. The word self doesn't have to mean the same to you. It just means that to me. The word self means, to me personally, soul eternally living free. Everybody's soul eternally living free. Savarga Loka. This is the higher solar plexus Loka and the first step into the heavenly plane Lokas, the heavenly planes thereof. You follow what I'm saying? I just covered this one in the previous video, and the biggest thing that it left me was that our intuition and our instinctive capabilities derive from our conscious mind, not our feelings. Even though by definition, the word feeling says that your intuition and your instinctive nature derives from this. No. Your instinctive intuition derives from your conscious mind's capabilities, not your physical body. In other words, your instinctive intuition derives from the life force. It doesn't derive from the external reality as they taught you it does in so many ways, in so many coded ways. Just barbaric distractions, that's all it is. But the biggest part about this here parable is about the I self parable, every youth, everybody, soul eternally living free Loka parable, is that it's going to be traveling and or executing those 9 Lokas that I told you about in spirit. You follow what I'm saying? This here I self Loka is going to be manifesting and or working and or executing and or ending and or carrying out the missions and the objectives of the first 9. That's what this I one is right here. You follow what I'm saying? Moving along. And now the 4 Loka parables of the Soul King's great idol fathers. What are they going to be doing? Assisting the I in moving forward on its objective. Assisting, like backup. They're great idol fathers. Great idol fathers. They're not the exact leadership, but they are the assistants, so to speak. They are the assistants here. You follow what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm using the yellow towel, like Oshun's solar plexus. Even though Oshun was originally in the heart chakra, I got her for the solar plexus. I love my Oshun. Moving along. The 4 Loka parables of the Soul King's great idol fathers. And Loka 11 is titled The 9 Great Soul Captain Fathers Loka, Mahar, or the Super, or the Super Yahusha's 9 Great Fathers. Mahar is the heart chakra's higher Loka, because don't forget Loka 10 was the solar plexus higher Loka, so Mahar will be the heart chakra's higher Loka. Now, I told you the reconnection scenarios in the previous video for this one, so I'm gonna move past them. At Loka 12, the 9 great soul major fathers Loka. Jana is the higher throat chakra's Loka, representing for the cosmic, the cosmic Yahusha's 9 great fathers will be the fathers for here, and their reconnection scenarios there at Loka 12. Next, Loka 13, the 9 great soul lieutenant colonel fathers Loka. Tapa is the 3rd eye chakra's higher Loka. This is the one where I left off at. Now I had lost my time right around the heart chakra, so I'm going to tell you what they are. The heart chakra soul lieutenant colonel perfect cell great father. His source reconnection scenario, the perfect villain in real life. I'm gonna just read them all to you. Starting at the root chakra, remember, they all have the 9 chakra system base. They all have a 9 chakra system base, each Loka does. They all have a 9 chakra system base until you upgrade into the 10 and then the infinite. You follow me? Like an 8 and 9. Moving along. So Loka 13 actually has the 9 chakra system, the 10 or the infinite, however you want to use it. But for this one, I'm gonna use the 9 again. So at the root, I have Soul Lieutenant Colonel Bruce Irvin as a great father from Tekken. I have fictional characters and non-fictional characters that label and describe reconnection scenarios to help each of these Lokas make sense, or my backup Lokas make sense, that'll be supporting my eye and moving towards achieving these goals here. You follow me? Bruce Irvin is from a Tekken video game. Source reconnection scenario, best righteous fighting spirit. Marcus Garvey being the Sacral Chakra's reconnection scenario father. Moral high grounds. Keeping the virtuous energy in the physical world. Keeping virtuous energy in the physical world. Solar Plexus great father, Soul Lieutenant Colonel Surtur from the Marvel comic show. Marcus Garvey is a non-fictional, Surtur is fictional. Bruce Irvin is fictional. Surtur is non-fictional. Source reconnection scenario, the Sword of Fire and Righteous Rage. Control of the Armageddon Sword. The control of the Armageddon Sword. Who is my Armageddon Sword? White Israel. Or just the white people in general. They are my Armageddon Sword. You keep calling white people your sword. Did you notice that nobody alive listens to the actual truth until white people say it? How can that be taken advantage of? Moving along. Heart Chakra. Soul Lieutenant Colonel Perfect Cell. Villain. Fictional character. Source reconnection scenario. The perfect villain in real life. I'm the perfect villain in real life. One who is not going to touch you, but who is going to touch you at the same time. Moving along. Throat Chakra. I'm saying moving along too much. I'll start saying onward now, I guess. Throat Chakra. Soul Lieutenant Colonel Yami Yugi. Atem. This is why I didn't talk about the details last time. Source reconnection scenario. Summoning the Christ Father in the Spirit's house to establish order upon the soul's grounds. Third Eye Chakra. Soul Lieutenant Colonel Dion from the Raising Dion show. Another fictional character. Yami Yugi's a fictional character. Cell is a fictional character. Cell is fictional. Surtur is fictional. A lot of fictionals in Free Yahusha. Source reconnection scenario. He's Eric Killmonger's son. Well, he's not necessarily Eric Killmonger's son. He's actually Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan acted in another show called Raising Dion, and the character Raising Dion is the son of this here Michael B. Jordan, who I'll also play Eric Killmonger, the one who in the spirit is essentially my black loyalty my black loyalty character, because remember, character is the mental and moral qualities distinctive to an individual, and I am grabbing mental and moral qualities of each of these here fictional and non-fictional characters to apply them to my spiritual parables here. So that means I'm grabbing aspects of Bruce Irvin's character, grabbing aspects of Marcus Garvey's character, grabbing aspects of Surtur, Cells, Yami-Yugi, Dion, and now the crown chakra, Ethus. Ethus meaning the eye, every youth, everybody. The eye that just came from Loka 10. That is now going to be the crown chakra father, great father, for this here parable to work. Source reconnection scenario, every youth, everybody, self. I, self. That's the source reconnection scenario right there for the crown chakra in this here parable of Loka 13, I, self. You follow what I'm saying? EYE, every youth, everybody, soul eternally living free. That's what I, self stands for to me. And that's the crown chakra's great father for Loka 13. Soul Star, Soul Lieutenant Colonel, Black Vulcan, another black lightning superhero, or a lightning superhero that's black, or a melanated lightning superhero. What's the thing with me and lightning superheroes? We are a being that wears the light. We are a being that wears the light source. We are essentially the vessels and or the coats of the light source. You follow me what I'm saying? The light source wears us, but it wore us first. It didn't wear anything else before us other than what gave us birth. Earth Star Chakra, its great father, Soul Lieutenant Colonel Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I gotta get this message to the billions and billions of the Universal Soul Gods, duplications, and constituents. And when I really, truly get down, or really, truly get active on putting this message out here, I am going to be the most electrifying man in spiritual entertainment. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson said sports entertainment, right? Well, I'm gonna say spiritual entertainment. Because my spirit, I am trying to have my spirit enter in and obtain your mind, so that the soul tribe can finally unite and beat what is intentionally, disrespectfully oppressing it for no reason at all. I'm going to be the most electrifying man in spiritual entertainment. Even more electrifying than our great brother, True Stories. Shh. Shut up. Just want to let you know I love you. I love you strongly, brother. Keep going. You motivate me now. My energy may be getting hidden because of how dangerous it is to honestly let it out, but you can just go, bro. Just tear it up, man. Moving along. Loka 14. Loka 14, the 9 great soul kernel fathers Loka, Satya, or the 9 great fathers of the established Yahusha soul tribe, or the established Yahusha home saga game, or not even a game, it's just a saga then. Just remember, if you remember the way I set it up, Super Yahusha 4-7 is the Christ game saga. Cosmic Yahusha 6-9 is the Soul game saga, the one I'm playing on you right now currently. Free Yahusha 8-4, we ain't bound to just one planet. That's a home liberation saga right there. It ain't gonna be a game, even though I got mostly fictional characters as great fathers. And now, Loka 14, the 9 great fathers of established Yahusha Infinity, the home saga. Not a game, but it is. It's going to be one to some degree, because I'm still manipulating the situation to move in the right direction because it's moving in the wrong direction. You got to play a game to manipulate a situation of any kind, because that's literally what the definition of the word game means: to manipulate a situation, typically in a way that is unfair or unscrupulous. You want to know how I'm manipulating this situation in a way that's unfair or unscrupulous? Because I found out something that you didn't. I found out something that you all, before you did. I found out the soul's truth before you all did, so now I'm going to use it to manipulate a situation that's moving in the wrong direction, to manipulate it to move in the right direction. I'm going to get all my words lined up properly, and I'm going to just put the words into your minds. Loka 14, the 9 great soul kernel fathers Loka, Satya, which is the higher crown Loka, the 9 great fathers of established Yahusha Infinity. At the root chakra, I have Soul Colonel Elijah Muhammad. The source reconnection scenarios, I don't necessarily have them all the way lined up. I had to do more studying on Elijah Muhammad. more studying so I can have a more solidified ideal of what I would like to say, because he spoke a lot about the same things I'm speaking of in regards to white people. However, Elijah Muhammad was very religious. I am not. And if you want to call me religious, then go off of what the word literally means: the worship of, the belief in and worship of a superhuman power or powers. A superhuman powers, the belief in and worship of a superhuman power. Oh, I have a definite belief in and worship of this superhuman power inside of us all. Definitely. Elijah Muhammad had the same thing. So you could just say the source reconnection scenario, the belief in and worship of the superhuman power of powers. Sacral chakra, soul kernel, my grandfather. Source reconnection scenario, the farmer, or the virtuous farmer. Solar plexus, soul kernel, Bob Marley. Resource reconnection scenario, Brighter Days soundtrack. Solar plexus. At the heart chakra, soul kernel, Larry Hoover. Source reconnection scenario, Africa's Greatest Defenders, AGDs. Meaning I'm turning the gangster disciples into greatest defenders. Throat chakra, soul kernel, Muhammad Ali. I am the greatest spiritual fighter of all times. Moving along. Third eye chakra, soul kernel, I. Once again, just me, myself this time. Me personally, alone. Am I a father? I'm gonna be. I plan on having 7 children. Or at least my future self has children. I don't have them quite yet. I'm working towards it. As soon as I find her, whoever her is going to be for this whole objective to work, I cannot have a woman at my side that will not be revolutionary style. It'll be impossible for me now. I'm going to need a woman at my side that's going to want to help me accomplish all of these things I'm looking to accomplish here. Because all I'm simply looking to accomplish is a heaven on earth. Moving along. Soul Star Chakra. Here we go. Soul Star Colonel Shango the Thunderer. Another Black Lightning superhero, or a lightning-like superhero. But not necessarily a lightning-like superhero. This time, he's a whole freaking Orisha god. From an actual religion. Non-fictional. Actually, no one for established Yahusha is going to be fictional. No one. Unless you want to count Shango the Thunderer as fictional. Do whatever you want. I see him as historical. Earth Star Chakra, Soul Colonel Louis Farrakhan. Source reconnection scenario. Do I have one for Louis Farrakhan yet? Nope. What will be the source reconnection scenario for Louis Farrakhan? Can you all think of one? I didn't have one lined up for him yet. I just know that's going to be the Great Father here. Because the energy in which he puts to the people, how he speaks to us, the truth that he reveals. Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has said a lot to help enlighten the people throughout the years. That could be it then. Global enlightenment. That'll be Louis Farrakhan's reconnection scenario. Global enlightenment. And now, the last 4. The 4 outer lokas of the Soul King's great idol leadership. This is going to be simple to explain, that I can actually explain in like 3 minutes or less. So, at Loka 15, remember Satya Loka is the higher crown chakra Loka. But that's it right there. That's where it stops. Satya Loka. That's the highest one. So, the outer 4 lokas of the Soul King's great idol leadership. Loka 15 is titled the Artificial Devil Standard Loka, Prakriti. Now, Prakriti was originally a root chakra aspect, but for this parable to work, I'm going to be applying it as the lower Earth Star Chakra's Loka. Because remember, they each have a lower Loka and a higher Loka, but the Earth Star Chakra and the Soul Star Chakra, the 2 outside, they didn't have one listed. So, but there is more information out here that talks about different lokas, and I'm just going to take them and apply them into this, to simultaneously give you awareness of all of these lokas I speak of, and the names of them, and an idea of how they can be used for describing the lower Earth Star and the lower Soul Star, if you would like to incorporate them into this information, or into your own epistemology, if that makes sense to you. Moving along. Loka 16. the artificial devil self Loka, Kama Loka, K-A-M-A, originally a sacral aspect, and I'm applying it as a soul star aspect. Loka 17, the natural soul standard Loka, Manasa. Originally, Manasa is the solar plexus aspect. I'm going to apply it as the higher earth star chakras Loka. And Loka 18, the natural self Loka, Buddhi Loka, or B-U-D-D-H-I. Originally a heart chakra aspect. I'm going to be applying it as the higher soul star Lokas aspect. To keep it simple, I'm gonna do this again in a different video so I can have more time. Loka 15 will be consisting of the 2,000 Egyptian god pharaohs. Loka 16 will be consisting of the Trinity Idyll, the Trimurti. Loka 17 will be consisting of the 400 plus 1 Orishas, as well as the Egyptian god pharaohs joining in to help overwhelmingly keep it in peace. And then Loka 18 will be consisting of the Panch Mahabuts, or the 5 great elements. Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'm going to redo more of the 4 outer parables of the Soul King's great idol leadership in another video. May these words reach you for the purpose of their construction of reaching you, your well-being, and or the influencing of your well-being. Peace, love, unity, and advancement to you all, my family.